So in this video, I'm going to be talking to you guys on one of the reasons why most people blow up their accounts. So when I learned this, I stopped blowing up my trading accounts. All right, so trading risk management is one of the most important aspects in which many traders ignore. So we are going to be talking on 3 major aspects in which you need to implement if you want to become a successful trader. We are going to be talking on why you need the risk management, how you can use your risk management properly. We are going to be talking on trade management. We are going to be talking on aspect of risk to reward ratio. So these 3 aspects are related, but they are not the same thing. So you need to understand this aspect if you want to stay long in the business. Now, what distinguishes professional traders and newbies or people who fail is at this level of risk management, because they will be able to stay long in the market and subsequently they are going to find their edge. All right, so you want to watch this video till the end. Okay traders, welcome to my channel. I am Full Kingsley. By the grace of God, I bring to you guys strategies, tutorials on the forex market, volatility indices, metals like gold, Nasdaq, VIX75, many other instruments. You want to subscribe to the channel by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell to not miss out. So now, one of the most important reasons why every trader needs to use risk management is because retail traders especially don't control the move of the market. Right, so when you say we don't control the move of the market, we have the banks, the institutions, or the hedge funds that actually control the move of the market. So it doesn't matter how good your trading strategy is, if you don't manage your risks properly, you are going to blow up your account, because no matter how good a particular trade setup is, there is a high possibility, or there is a 50% chance that that trade opportunity can still go against you. So now, risk management is just a way in which we manage our risks, our exposure, how we are able to protect our capital, all right, so that any trade we take, we have a particular amount of money in which we risk. Okay, so if you have an edge in the market that gives you a possibility to buy or sell, there are times in which those particular setup are going to go against you. Why? Because there are times where maybe it could be pushed by institution for you to buy or sell, like McDouglas said, but there are times in which you can place a trade. It could be a winning trade. Maybe you had the banks that actually executed at that same time and price move in your favor, but the next day you can find that particular trade set up, but it will not move in your favor because maybe the banks are, they have gone for lunch. So at that particular moment you will find that particular setup, but you will not find that particular move because we don't have that market pressure, we don't have that liquidity that will move price that way, and it might even move against you. So imagine that in that particular trade you did not manage your risks. Maybe you risk all of your account in that particular trade. You are going to blow up your account. So risk management is important to ensure that we maintain a particular risk of our total capital in every trade we take, okay, so that we can stay long in this business. Okay, now we talking on risk to reward ratio. Risk to reward ratio is simply how much you are risking to gain how much. If you are risking maybe 10 pips, are you going to be placing your target to also be 10 pips? So that is what we call risk to reward ratio. Now, it is always advisable to use a risk to reward ratio that is more than 1:2, meaning that if you are risking 10 pips, at least try to get 20 pips in return. All right, so that in a situation where you have even a 50% win rate, you are still going to make profit. All right, so when you risk, let's say $10, put in a monetary value, and then you get $20 in return, it will mean that if you win one trade, you are going to make $20, but if you lose 2 trades, you are only going to lose $10. That's going to cause you to break even. And if you happen to place 100 trades and you win 50 of those trades and then you lose 50, you are still going to make money, because it will be 50 times 2. You get the point. So risk to reward ratio is very important to pay attention to, but unfortunately most traders tend to pay attention more on the win rate. Some people can have a higher win rate, but they will end up losing. Why? Because how much they make per trade is not up to the amount they lose. So let's say you are risking, maybe because you are interested in hitting more targets, you are risking $10, and when you make profit you make $3. You see, in the long run, you are going to win many trades, you are going to hit target most times, but you are instead going to be a loser. Whereas someone who has a good risk to reward ratio, maybe 1:3, they can win just 40% of their trades and lose 60. At the end of the day, they will be profitable. So always strive to pay more attention to a risk to reward ratio that you get per trade, instead of paying more attention only to win rate. All right, so now we equally talked about trade management. Now trade management is different from risk management. Trade management simply has to do with what, how you manage your positions once you are in a trade, right? So once you place a trade, how are you going to manage them? Where are you going to be exiting? Where are you going to be locking your profits? All right, so trade management as well is very important. So you can have a good trading strategy, but if you don't know how to manage your trades very well, you might end up having winning trade turns to losing trades. All right, you have been in that situation where you place a trade and 1 minute you see it you see it deep in profits and you are excited, but you just stay for too long until the trade reverses back and hit your stop loss. Some people will not even break even, but they will still allow the trade to go back right to their stop losses. All right, now how you can manage your trade properly is ensure that you have a good risk to reward ratio, but not exaggerated. All right, now you see new traders who come in and maybe they are trying to get a 1:10 risk to reward ratio just in the first trade. It is greed. All right, when you try to get a particular risk to reward ratio that is too high for you, you might end up seeing most of your winning trade turn into losing trades. Worst of all, if you do not know how to break even. Now once you place a trade, always ensure that once the trade move a great deal in your favor, even if it does not yet make it to your take profit, make sure you always lock your profits. Locking your profits means that once you move your stop loss to the entry price, or what we usually call the break even, always ensure that you never allow a winning trade, a deep winning trade, to become a losing trade. So what you should do is, sometimes I will usually place 2 trades. All right, I can divide my risk into 2. Let's say I want to risk, like I always risk 2% of my account. I use the 2% rule of my accounts per each trade I take. So what I do, I divide my risk into 2. I can risk 1% each. I take 2 trades, right? So when trade give me 1:2, what I usually do is I'll close one of the trades and break even the last running trade. Maybe I allow the second trade to run maybe 1:3, 1:4 before I close. That is my break even. That is my trade management technique. All right, so that I ensure that trade should not move too much, or maybe move in my favor and then sometimes reverse and hit my stop loss. So never leave a winning trade to turn a losing trade. So you need to understand this aspect. If you understand that you need to manage your trades properly, you avoid allowing winning trades to turn into losing trades. All right, if you understand that you need to manage your risk properly, you need to have a particular amount or particular percentage that you risk per every trade you take. For instance, I use the 2% rule. All right, some people use, maybe they risk 1% of their account, some people risk 3%. That is in order to keep you going. You should be able to trade in a very long time. All right, so that you'll be able, when you make mistakes, when price goes against you, you are able to, the market will be able to forgive you and you not blow up your account. So that is some of the things, right? So we have equally talked on what paying attention to risk to reward ratio. That is very important. There are people, most people, guys, have done a lot of back testing. I've taken a lot of trades in the forex market, in synthetic indices. I've done back testing and I've realized that most of the things you usually see are not real. Okay, we have, in order to get a 50% or 60% win rate, you need to be so good. You need to be diligent. You get the point? So let me tell you the truth. Most traders, most successful traders, they usually have, like these gurus we see, like Mark Douglas and all of those great traders, their win rate usually stems between 40% to 60%. That is the simple truth. What they use to advantage is they usually use a good risk to reward ratio. You get the point? So now, if you say that you are trying to look for a strategy that will give you 100% of wins, or 90% or 80%, guys, I think most often it will be impossible. So what you need to pay attention is to develop an edge. If it is just 50% win rate, 60% or even 45% win rate, but you pay attention to your risk to reward ratio, guys, you are going to see your trade improve. Your trading results improve so dramatically. Basically, that is it, guys. That is it. If you want me to continue making videos like this to explain detailedly on these aspects, because we can talk, we can be talking for the whole day just on this aspect, because they are very important and they are wide. All right, we usually pick just the key things. So if you want me to continue making videos like this, give me a thumbs up. Just write in the comment section below that continue, or write in the comment section below what are your thoughts, which video do you want me to make to create more content on. All right, so basically that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found the video helpful, just give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if this is your first time coming across my channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you in the next video.